Good morning. My name is Grace Blackley, and it has been my honor and pleasure to serve this year as the Elon PA Student Society President for the class of 2019. Thank you all for being here to celebrate with us today during what is a happy and exciting, but also a cliffhanger of a moment in our lives. I was speaking with one of our professors, Dr. Bennett, last week about our state of mind as we prepare to don our dazzling, freshly starched white coats and take the plunge into patient care. Dr. Bennett likened this time to standing on a beach where the sand seems to be shifting beneath our feet. It's an anxious time, but an exciting one, a time to wiggle our toes and stretch our legs. I'm reacting to this time in the same way that a lot of you probably are, by taking an internal inventory of myself, my strengths, my weaknesses, my fears, things I could have done better this year. Better, that's the word that's been on my mind. Dr. Atul Gawande observes in his book, Better, A Surgeon's Notes on Performance, that better is possible. It does not take genius, it takes diligence, it takes moral clarity, it takes ingenuity, and above all, it takes a willingness to try. It is less than 1 month before clinicals begin, before we lay hands on actual patients, when our clinical knowledge and skills will be truly tested, when that moment will inevitably come, when each of us will be confronted by the reality of not what we do know, but what we don't know, and just how much more we have to learn. Yes, we're smart and we're motivated, and we've come a long way this year. We're good, but if we're really good, we won't let that moment discourage us. We will stop, take a deep breath, and allow that moment and others like it to show us how to be better. Dr. Gawande speaks of the importance of having a willingness to try. I've tried to do a lot of things this year. Wake up on time, exercise, memorize the names and actions of every muscle in the body and nearly 1,000 drugs we learned in pharmacology class, ace every test, finally learn how to spell the words diarrhea and hemorrhage correctly. That does not mean those things actually happened, but I tried. Thank goodness for spell check. Dr. Gawande's words got me thinking about what it means to try in this brave new world we are about to enter, where there are real people with real problems and real pain, where the pivot between life and death is no longer simulated by a computer program, a plastic model, or a standardized patient encounter videotaped for later scrutiny, where the trust and confidence between patient and provider can be broken in an instant, where one wrong step or word can make a huge difference in the way a patient perceives the quality and efficacy of his care. The pressure is on, and it's hard to imagine that our success could actually hinge on such a puny, tentative little word as try. One of the reasons we're here today is because we are not good with failure. Yet we understand that there will be times next year when we will fail or simply not succeed beyond our wildest dreams as we attempt to put our knowledge and skills into action. There will be moments when we are in over our heads and out of our comfort zone. It is entirely likely that we will say and do well-intentioned but nevertheless unhelpful things, over which we might later lie awake, agonizing in the wee hours. We will not get things right every time. But as author James Joyce once said, mistakes are portals of discovery. These discoveries might not always be easy, but they will be valuable and unforgettable additions to our knowledge, discernment, and experience for the work we have chosen to do. They will make us better physician assistants. While knowledge and experience will take us a long way, there are two other qualities which are crucial to our success as healthcare professionals. They are compassion and empathy. Professor Moore taught us this year that empathy is a muscle. It must be exercised over and over every day during every encounter and every interaction until it becomes strong and consistent, a more innate part of ourselves. Empathy and compassion are intuitive, but are also concepts which can and must be worked on intellectually. We owe it to our patients and to the honor of our profession to try to become better at empathy and compassion and employ them constantly and thoughtfully. And above all, we must never underestimate the magnitude of our actions, for better or for worse. For as Dr. Abraham Verghese writes in his book, Cutting for Stone, the world turns on our every action and our every omission, whether we know it or not. As we use our newly acquired knowledge and rapidly accumulating experience to help and heal all kinds of people, we are called to be better, more disciplined, and caring professionals. To begin each day by remembering that everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind, always. Love and luck go with you, class of 2019, as we scatter to celebrate, rejuvenate, and very soon begin our clinical year. We're on our way and we're good, but better is always possible if we are willing to try. Thank you.